Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that the video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine as you can see. Kisumu is fantastic. And maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from. The county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, Raila Odinga was spotted in Mombasa yesterday. Raila Odinga was spotted in a meeting with Hassan Joho, ODM Deputy Party leader and the former governor for Mombasa, and another Deputy Party leader and former Kakamega governor, William Oparanya. That meeting between Raila Odinga and Joho and Oparanya, in my view, is significant politically speaking for three main reasons. Number one, when the government of Kenya finally decided to submit Raila Odinga's bid for the chairmanship of the African Union Commission. Number two, it's also coming at a time when William Ruto has actually nominated Joho and Oparanya to serve in his cabinet. And as a matter of fact, the three individuals, that is Raila, Joho, and Oparanya, are all top ODM leaders, and they're set to exit their positions. So I want us to figure out why the three gentlemen met. Remember, in March this year, Raila Odinga officially endorsed Joho and Oparanya to take over from him, because by that time, Raila Odinga had expressed his interest in becoming the chair of the African Union Commission. And Kenyans were questioning who would take over from Raila Odinga. He handed it over to Joho and Oparanya. And now both Joho and Oparanya are actually set to leave, which means the three of them will be leaving.
Iko hapa na gavana Oparanya, gavana Hassan Joho. Si wako hapa. Vinara vya ODM. Kuna hawa watu. Kuna hawa. Watashikana pamoja. Chama ambaye iko na msingi mzuri hawezi kusambaratika ati mtu mmoja maenda kando namna hiyo. Chama sio mtu. Chama ni wanachama na viongozi. Na mimi na hakika hawa ambaye niko nao hapa wanatosha. Watazidi kuendesha mambo ya chama hata kama mimi niko kule Addis Ababa. Na kama wanataka ushauri, mimi niko tayari kuwashauri hao watu. ODM itabaki intact. ODM itabaki intact.
So in this video, I want to explain to you guys the objectives of that particular meeting. Because in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. I also spotted the Kisii governor, Simba Arati, in that meeting. Of course, Abdul Somad Nasir was also present during that meeting. I know there are several other individuals who are also present. I want to assume that someone like the nominee for energy, Opiyo Wandayi, was also present, because I've just spotted one of his key guys heading to Malindi airport. So I want to assume he was also around there. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But again, before I dive in, allow me to take this opportunity to thank the following people. You are seeing their names on the screen there for the coffee which they sent to me earlier today. It goes a long way in supporting the channel, and I'm so grateful. You can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think was the objective of Raila Odinga, Joho, and Oparanya meeting in Mombasa? Number one, in my view, if you ask me, Raila Odinga met with William Ruto in Mombasa secretly. Because William Ruto is in Mombasa, coincidentally, Raila Odinga can also not be in Mombasa. And even if it was by coincidence, then I'm sure they also met secretly. So Raila Odinga's meeting with Joho Oparanya was generally to discuss what Raila Odinga was going to discuss with William Ruto. I know the president is today expected to name the Attorney General. Maybe that's what they were fine-tuning. And of course, there's also that one cabinet secretary. I think the cabinet secretary for East Africa Community. Those two positions were reserved for Raila Odinga. And I want to predict that a woman from Luo Nation, or from Nyanza for that matter, is going to be nominated as the Attorney General. I got credible information that Faith Odhiambo was being considered, but by last week, she had still refused to pick up the role. And I don't know who Raila Odinga will nominate as the next cabinet secretary for East African Community. But William Ruto is going to make those announcements. And of course, maybe they also met to discuss the finer details of how they are going to work. Remember, there's this issue of coalition agreement, how they are going to work together. So maybe that's why Raila Odinga met with William Ruto. I am sure they met, as much as it's still not public. Number two, the future of ODM was discussed here. The leadership of ODM, number one. Raila Odinga is leaving, Joho is leaving, Oparanya is leaving. Wandai, the minority leader, is leaving. Mbadi, the chairman, is leaving. Those are 5 key individuals in the party leaving at once. So, who is going to take over? Are we going to see new structures in ODM Party? Who is going to come on board? I'm 100% sure that the new leadership of ODM Party was discussed in this meeting. And I can safely say that Simba Arati, who was also seen in Mombasa and even took a photo with Raila Odinga, would serve as the next deputy party leader. I'm also told that Abdul Swamad Nasir was also being pushed to serve as deputy party leader of ODM Party in the absence of Ali Hassan Joho. So the leadership of ODM Party was discussed there. And of course, there's also the parliamentary leadership, both in Azimio and of course in Azimio and of course in ODM Party. In ODM Party, Wandai is living as the minority leader. Kalonzo Musyoka and the group are now claiming those positions. Now, how can Raila Odinga and the team avert the possibility of losing those seats? Must have been discussed there. And of course, the 2027 presidential elections. Raila is going to AU, Joho going to serve the government, Oparanya going to serve the government. What is going to happen in 2027? Are they going to endorse Ruto? Or are they going to wait? Are they going to sponsor one of them to run for the presidency? I'm convinced that was also subject of discussion during that meeting. And number 3, the leaders also discussed the strategy behind joining the government. You see, most people think that Joho and Oparanya are just happy that they've been appointed to the government. It's not easy. Because number 1, Kenya Kwanza has failed in so many ways. Number 2, there's rage against William Ruto. So the moment you join it, you automatically inherit that rage. And of course, Raila Odinga and Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance, for that matter, they also have their supporters who are also disappointed by the fact that they are joining government. So communication strategy, how are they going to convince people that, us joining government is not a bad thing? How are they going to convince their supporters that Joho joining government and Oparanya is not intended to kill ODM Party? What about the compensation of the victims of the police brutality? Because Kenyans are asking Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance very difficult questions. So as they join the government, they must have discussed all those details and probably they are going to put them forward. Or Raila Odinga put them forward when he met with William Samoei Arap Ruto. And number 4, in my view, is the Azimio politics. Martha Karua has already exited Azimio. What does that mean? Peter Munya, who is Uhuru Kenyatta's favorite, because within the corridors of power, it is alleged that Uhuru Kenyatta is well aware that he might not succeed in winning back Jubilee Party. William Ruto forcefully took that. And to avoid court cases, he has decided to support Peter Munya through PNU. Peter Munya also threatened the other day to exit Azimio. What does that mean? Is Uhuru Kenyatta sending signal to Raila Odinga? So far, Eugene Wamalwa and Kalonzo Musyoka are also moving in a particular direction. You can't deny that. They are likely to be on the ballot. So which means the future of Azimio is still confusing. ODM has the majority members of parliament and everything. Kalonzo, of course, has numbers there, but not to the extent of Raila. But now they are the ones left with the Azimio. So is ODM going to still stick in Azimio, or they are going to chart their own political path after Joho, Oparanya, and Raila's exit? Swalanyet there. And lastly, Raila was also in the coastal region to gauge the mood on the ground. One advantage Raila Odinga has is that he has serious networks on the ground, grassroots networks. So William Ruto has been in Mombasa coastal region. Raila Odinga was in Mombasa. I'm 100% sure he contacted his team. He invited them to where he was. The groundworks. Raila has groundsmen. If you come to Kisumu here, Wako, some of them you might not even know that this guy talks to Raila directly. So maybe they briefed Raila Odinga that, the president came here and this was the mood. This is how people perceive your working relationship with him. People don't want you to go to the AU. People want you to go to the AU. So he wanted to gauge the mood. And I'm told he left there so happy. And within no time, Raila Odinga will announce officially that with the Kenya Kwanza, they'll be working together. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you watched it up to this stage, please let me know in the comment section just by tapping present. I value that. And ladies and gentlemen, may we meet in the next video. Bye-bye.